What's up, guys? Good morning. First off, I want to thank all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing and all my followers on my social medias. Thank you. First off, I want to also say that I'm sorry about apologizing for not uploading yesterday, but my first week back at work and after being quarantined for those 18 days, oh my god, this last week it kicked my butt. So yesterday, I didn't want to do anything. And one thing was a Christmas light set for the mother. That's about it. Other than that, we're back out at the garage. I told you guys that we had a new project going. I haven't done any filming or any work on it since I've actually bought it. But if you guys follow my other stuff, we do have an 87 Ford Ranger that I've been completely built up from the ground. I've been building from the ground up slowly over time this last year and almost 2 years, coming up almost 2 years now. And so, but I couldn't pass this deal up. It was a barn find. I mean, literally, a guy came to me and was like, "Hey, I see you have a Ranger. I have something that might interest you, and if you need it, I want it gone." And I was like, "Okay, no problem." So we go out there. Buddy of mine go out there with the other truck and a chain, just air compressors, things like that, just to make sure, because he told me it was in a rough shape and whatever else it was. But we get out there. It's in somewhat of a shed slash barn, something like that. Anyway, flat tires, not running, look like junk. Not really junk. It actually is a pretty good, decent shape for what it is for a 1980. But yeah, we did. We picked up another Ford Ranger. As it is here, as you can tell, it is Ranger XL model. This is a single cab. On this motor has a 2.8 motor V6, carbureted still. It is running barely. It won't get out of its own power. There's some things wrong because it sat so long. I don't think this is the original motor because it has some kind of electronic devices there, and off the it's got O2 sensors on there. And on an 80, it doesn't have that kind of stuff, so I think somebody swapped the motor out, and this thing's just running like pile of doogie. But anyway, with that, let's do a little walk around and explain some things. Yes, the hood is over there in the crowd. I did take the hood off. But with this one, it has the long bed, has the 8-foot bed. It's got fender flares on it. It has 2 gas tanks, but the rear tank is not in it at the moment. I do have the tank. I need to get a sending unit and a couple other things, and we can put the rear tank back in, which would be nice to have 2 on this model that works as 2 tanks, because this one's basically going to be just we're just going to go off-road and just beat the crap out of it, you know, type of thing. This model is 4-wheel drive, which is nice. It will need tires because the way these things are dry rotted and cracked, yeah, they were bad in shape. The interior of this thing, luckily the guy who put it away actually rolled the windows up when we put it away. So the seat's actually got a cover on it, but if you look underneath this thing, I mean, it's in decent shape. It's not bad. We'll need to find floor carpets and things like that we're taking out of this thing. This model originally has 263,000 miles on it, according to the odometer. Yes, it is a 5-speed too. What I want to do with the other truck, 5-speed. So we have a 5-speed in this one. Down here we got a couple other things like a distributor and the air intake. I took off it to see if we can get it running and stuff. And basically, the headlighters kind of falling apart here, but as you can tell, this thing does have power. It does run. I wish I had video of it running, but I don't. So it's very hard to start because I don't know if the timing's off or what's going on with it yet. But when we first got it, when we got it taken out of the barn, it it wouldn't start. Let's just put it that way. We got it running there to a point. We got some fuel in it. It had some fuel leakage on the fuel filter lines coming off the mechanical pump and a whole bunch of just crazy crap. It was bad. It was running. Wouldn't get out of its own way. I couldn't even get out of second gear on to actually move it, but it actually moved from itself out of its spot, so it's actually a plus there. But yeah, it was very interesting. Very, very interesting getting it home. And then once we got back to the buddy's house in Magna, we went through some stuff, checked timing, checked the spark plug, cleaned those up because these are junk. The wires were kind of busted. We fixed the fuel line leak. Played around with the carb a little bit. I mean, it needs a little help. But then once we got it running better, it made its way home down the freeway on its own power at like 70 miles an hour, struggling, but it made it, and it was running just fine. So other than that, that was pretty much the backstory of this one. So I've been saving this for you guys for like 3-4 months. Everything's just been so crazy busy. We're just gonna get to work on this. There's so much, like, I don't know what the heck half this stuff is doing here. I mean, you got wires sitting here and more wires sitting here and sitting here. I don't even know what half this stuff even goes to. I mean, it's just, yeah, it's gonna be a fun project. But the first project I'm gonna do is we're gonna tear this motor down. We're gonna figure out what's going on with the timing, and just, yeah, all around just get this whole thing torn down. Not gonna happen all day today, but when I get spark plugs out, wires out, probably the carburetor off the thing, get it tore down in the front end, like the power steering pump out of the way and the alternator out of the way, and get the valve covers pulled off and check those, because I think the valves are rattling because you can hear them. I'd have to explain it to you when it actually was running. I should have got a video of it running, but didn't. Other than that, guys, yeah, we're just going to get to that and get going. This is a very interesting thing, and if this motor is garbage, well, you know what? We've already got plans in the works for something else. But we want to get this running first, and right now, with it being winter, the other plan, it ain't going to happen right now. I'm getting a little hot here. Yeah, I got a cat here sitting here. Whew, oh, my legs are hot now. Anyway, yeah, like I said, it's getting winter. This is, if we get this run, we can play around with the winter a little bit in the snow and that. But if we don't, then I guess this motor's just going to get yanked out, because it's probably going to be garbage. I'm not going to put a whole lot of time, or a whole lot of time. I'm going to put a whole lot of money into this motor. If it doesn't run, it don't run, because the other projects we want to put a different motor in this thing. If it is this little tiny little 2.8 V6. But we're just going to get to work and tear this thing apart, and hopefully there's not too much going on with everything. Alright guys, I thought I'd stop here for a second and give you guys a little update. We got the alternator off, tire string pop off, brackets off, carburetor off. I just barely took off the distributor cap and the wires. I don't know if you guys know, but look at that little silver stuff down here. What is this? I'm not sure what that is. So that's a little interesting. It's also in the lid there, and the cap too is, I don't know if you guys can see, it's not very bright. Like silvery stuff. Camera not doing justice, but yeah, it's in there for some reason. But yeah, I don't know. Right now we're gonna pull the spark plugs out. Haven't removed those yet, and I'm gonna turn the motor over and see how timing is sitting at. But right now it doesn't look too good. So, well, here goes nothing. All right, you guys, valve covers are ready to come off. Whoop. I was gonna have you guys with me, and I actually did this because I want to see what you guys actually thought. Because yeah, holy crap! Put this thing down somewhere here. Oh my god, that is not good. Get rid of that hose. Okay, that's one side. Looks like we got a little bit of adjusting to do on the heads, or the valve adjustments on the backlash. Alright, and the truth on this other side. All of you I need. Oh no! That's not good. Oh no. We got a small problem. Look at this. I shouldn't be able to move that. Oh no. That is not good. I don't know why it's running like crap. We got a lifter missing. If you guys can tell, okay, there's this, the lifters come up here, right? Goes into this little backlash screw. Well, guess what? There's a backlash screw missing on this one. So the push rod is just sitting there. So that valve's not opening. Oh boy! There could be one reason why the thing's running like a pile of poop. Oh, good lord. Yeah. I was like, I wonder where the bolt's at and the nuts at. I'm gonna have to look around for it, see if we can find it. Anyway. Yeah. Alright guys, so we TDC'd this, and you guys can see that mark. It's on the mark. So at the top dead center. Noticing two things. Two things we noticed. That if you put this cap back on, right? Back here on the distributor. This is number one, right? On this corner. So if you look at this, see how it's pointing this way? It actually should be over here. That's off a degree, or 2 teeth, 3 teeth, whatever. That's the first issue we got. Number two, I've pointed this one out in the previous thing, but this is not good because we're missing a backlashing bolt. That's number two. That sucks. Well, what do you get? It's not really that thing, it's just a freaking thing. But anyway, that's the issue right there with that one. So I gotta do some go upstairs and go back into the house and figure out if they sell just those screws or what. Because that's not good. It is not good. Everything seems to rotate fine though. Nice and smooth. Rotating around a couple times, check it out just to see how everything moved. Yeah, but that one looks a little out of commission there. Or we could just hit the junkyard up too and get some parts. If they have a vehicle with the same motor or the 2.9 motor, same system, we'll get some parts. Anyway, yeah, shoot, that is not good. Anyway, I'll get back to you guys as soon as I figure some stuff out. Alright guys, well, we called it for the night. I forgot the camera after I left the garage. I left it in there, but we went to one junkyard today. They didn't have the motor. It was plucked clean out of the freaking thing. So I gotta check out another place later this week. See if we can't find a couple of parts for this motor to get this thing running. Other than that, we're just gonna be hanging out at home. Edit this video, get it up, get out. We're just gonna hang out, a couple of friends, maybe just play some cards or whatever. We did get the lights finished. You guys check out the stars too, and a light video on that one too. I will be in my videos on their random stuff anyway. On that note, we'll get back to you guys next weekend as soon as I do some research and find those parts. If I don't have to replace the whole rocker arm assembly anyway. But yeah, thanks for all my subscribers. Guys, stay safe. Leave a comment, and we'll talk to you guys a little later. Anyway, bye.